Welcome back to Modern Homestead, Alaska. I thought maybe you would enjoy a little day in the life here in Anchorage on a little bit rainy, cloudy, overcast summer day. I just got done dropping off my amazing neighbors at the airport, for those of you that can't tell where I'm at in Anchorage. And I'm headed now to have lunch with Aaron and to see his office. I have never visited him at work, so join me. This will be nice. We might go to Costco. I'd like to go by the farmers market in Wasilla on the way home. Yeah, just spend a day with me. Just got home less than a week ago, getting some stuff done around here, so let's go. Welcome to our vlog. We are the Milnes family. We started building a modern homestead outside of Wasilla, Alaska in the summer of 2021. That's my husband, Aaron. I am Jessica, a stay-at-home wife and mom. Our second son, Caleb, lives here with us, along with our daughter, Cody Ann, and the youngest of our family, Wyatt. We brought our two dogs, Tipper and Daisy, and got a new addition, the Alaska dog, Roberto. He works in an office building. Second floor. Let's go find him.
Okay. Yeah, take a look at that and see what it is. He's thinking that we have...
I'm here with Aaron in his office. Say hi to YouTube world. We are going to go to lunch. If he'll get off that computer long enough to take me. Let's see what Anchorage has for me. We are going someplace called the Spinard Roadhouse. So let's check it out. You ever been here?
No.
I think we have.
Not me.
They literally have a bacon of the month at this restaurant. Gotta get some bacon. Was your lunch good?
Alright.
What'd you eat?
Burger.
I had pizza. It was super yummy. And now I gotta take Aaron back to work. But this is our first work lunch in a year. Those of you that don't know, Aaron and I actually used to work together. So we had lunch together almost every day for 3 years, unless one of us was off on a job site or meetings or whatever. And so I really miss that alone time. The lunch conversations are totally different. So what a blast. Now I think I'm gonna head to Anchorage's Costco. Join me if you would like. What did you just tell me?
I said thank myself for lunch, but thanks you for going.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. He thanked himself for lunch. All right, on to Costco. Welcome back to one of the 2 Anchorage, Alaska Costco's. Okay, I'll bet you $1. Probably don't have dip nets at your Costco. Tell me if you have one of these robot vacuums. When I got home, there is so much dog hair that it drives me bonkers that we're talking about getting one of them. They run anywhere from $299, $699, $629, and so on. What are your recommendations? The dogs are driving me nuts. Okay, I have entire sets of these, but Aaron is taking his lunch now, and so I'm going to get a new set so that it's easier with him being able to pack a lunch and take that to work and not be eating out. So my options are the Pyrex brand, which is $24.99, 9 vessels and 9 lids. Or this Snapware. This is 38 piece. It's plastic. I'm actually gonna pay the more for less because it's glass. I just got these bowls the Colorado Costco and I paid $3.97 less. Okay, so I just got these king sheets. They don't match my room at all. They have little bumblebees on them, but they're $15.99. And then we had an incident, I'm not gonna share, but we used the fire extinguisher. Everything is fine, it was outside, but they're $10 off right now, and so I'm going to absolutely replace it. Okay, I have to feed my man, and he is obsessed with these tortillas. Always has been since before we met. So for $9.99, 220 count. I did get out of the cold, but they have bags of jalapenos for $7.99. I'm gonna make cowboy candy this weekend, so make sure you stay tuned and I will share that with you. So I got 3 bags. Okay, the main thing I'm here for is actually like cheese and some dairy. So 2 pounds of these sliced cheese for $11.90. These are still $3 off, so I'm gonna get those for Aaron and the boys. I have no clue what this is. The honey citron ginger tea. So it's $9.39, and the directions say add 2 to 3 teaspoons of this to hot or cold water and drink. I love tea. You know me, I love hot teas. Honey and ginger and citrus. Sounds really good. I'm gonna try it. I'll let you guys know what I think. All right, I'm getting close. I got all of my dairies, my cheeses, everything down in here. Some Tabasco for Caleb. But in the cookbook I wanted to share with you guys, there is a recipe for apricot bread. So I'm gonna get some dried apricots for $9.49 and share that cooking out of that wartime cookbook. It's seriously, it is so busy in here. This line's all the way back. So now you know, in the Gypsum Costco video, if you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the description box, why I was so shocked at how dead it was inside of there. You could peacefully film, record, and make a video, but can't really do that in this one. So I'll show you guys what I got when I get home, and then I'm gonna head to the farmer's market. We made it to the farmer's market. We'll see what we can't get. Okay, let me tell you something. So I just breezed through there. It's really tiny. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13 vendors. Some are craft-like things, which is great for Christmas gifts and stuff like that. I try and buy something from all of the vegetable vendors, even if they all have zucchini. I buy zucchini from one, I buy onions from another, I buy some herbs from another, and so on. I got some green beans and all sorts of stuff. They have raw, organic Alaskan honey, and then there's this nectar shop where they also do really nice teas. So it's all of the wild things here in Alaska. They make nectar and they make tea out of the stuff that they harvest. So I buy from all of them, and I really kind of was thinking about that. Like, we don't balk even a little bit in our culture at spending $10 on a coffee at, you know, a Starbucks or something like that. But oh my gosh, go and spend $10 at your local farmer's market and you're like, it's so expensive. Come on. Like, this is people's hard labor, their hard work, what they've poured into it. Then they come and they set it up all day, and I kid you not, they probably spend more money doing it than what they make at the market. So instead of buying everything at Costco or a big box store, support your local farmer's market. I'm not anti-Costco if you've watched my channel. I'm not anti going to the grocery store. I'm just saying, when the farmer's markets are open, let's get out there and support these local growers, people that are making things by hand. It's unique, it's different, and the flavor is amazing in comparison to what you can get elsewhere. So I have all of my goodies. Now I'm headed home. All right, everyone, I made it back from the farmer's market and Costco. I've just unloaded the car, literally sweating. It's so humid out, but I'll show you what was in our haul today. Keep in mind, we've been gone a while, so the house is a little bit of a mess, and I really did need to stock up on a few things, so we'll see what we got. All right, first up is kind of the housewares section. I showed you these new sheets. I don't normally buy these, but the kids like them with like their blankets and stuff. So we use those sparingly, and then some dryer sheets. The Crisco's in the housewares because I actually make emergency candles out of it. And I have several jars ready for me to make some emergency candles. And I just waited and got the big Crisco because if we lose power, I can make an 100-hour candle, and we did test that, so you need to look into that if you don't have any emergency candles. The fire extinguisher, I told you that I'm not going to tell you the story, but I needed one of these. I got a vanilla candle, this big candle. I only like vanilla scents. I'm real sensitive to it, but for $19, that I thought was a good deal. And then the new Pyrex. The reason I don't do plastic, mentioned it before, is when you microwave it at work, when he leaves stuff, it absorbs smells, can't stand Tupperware or plastic, so I do the glass ones. But the good part about those glass ones is they can also go in the oven. So I got those. Let's see, what's the next section? Okay, here, let's cover 2 for 1. So these Aaron uses for everything. When I am cooking dinner, we don't generally use these. I'll make like a Navajo taco or my own tortillas, something like that. But he wraps these, takes them to lunch, does all sorts of stuff with them. So that is great. And then I got the bagels. My sourdough starter has been dormant for almost a month, and I need to wake it up. So it's gonna take a couple of days to wake it up. And so it's in the fridge right now. So I couldn't make these things for the kids right now. So I went ahead and grabbed it. And then the drink section, I showed you this honey citron, how do you say that? Ginger tea. I'll let you know what I think. And then this Country Time lemonade is just Wyatt loves to have something in his water and some coffee. Oh, I always get this organic all-purpose flour for my sourdough. Even though I have a ton in my pantry and some in storage and so on, if they have it, because they keep running out of it at my Costco, I go ahead and grab it. And since I'm doing stuff with sourdough this week, I know that I'm gonna go through a lot. Let's see. Okay, so the next section is kind of the produce. So I have 15 pounds of jalapenos, and they look amazing. So we're gonna make cowboy candy with this. I'll can that and show you it. If you guys find these, they are awesome. They have no heat as far as like spiciness to them at all. And the best way to cook them, about a tablespoon of oil for this whole thing, fried in there on a high heat in the cast iron pan, and then sprinkle a really good sea salt on it. They are good hot or cold. They are amazing. Love them. Okay, these are the vegetables we always have on hand, which is potatoes, garlic, onions, celery, and carrots. Normally I buy the regular size carrots, but these were cheaper this week than the regular size ones, and Cody loves carrots, so she'll snack on those this week. Oh, and then lettuce, because we've been eating a lot of salad, and I knew I was going to go to the farmer's market, so we went ahead and grabbed some lettuce. The next thing I don't necessarily need, but I always buy vinegar and oil every time from Costco or any place like that, especially going into canning season. Vinegar lasts super long if it's unopened, And then oils I always have in my stock. So I just did some olive oil this time, some canola oil to go down in the basement, and then 2 of the white distilled vinegars. The next section is one of the main reasons I needed to go in is we were out of dairy in our house. So we did a sharp cheddar down here, a mild cheddar, 2 pepper jacks, some sliced cheddar, a mozzarella. I always buy a pack of butter, whether I need it or not, and I don't need it, but it'll go in the freezer. And then some of these special little cheeses, milk. We have heavy cream, half and half, and sour cream. And those are the dairies that we always have in our fridge. The cheeses are really big. I get all of that. Yes, I freeze my cheese. I just put it in like 8-ounce chunks and freeze it. Mostly because it crumbles if you try to like slice it, use it as sliced cheese. I don't pre-shred it and then freeze it, otherwise it just clumps back together. It just kind of falls apart, but I think it melts just fine, so don't worry about it. And it's a good way for us to keep this on hand way out where we live. Costco is about an 1.5-hour drive for me. So it's a long way to go and get these things. So you bulk up, throw it in the freezer. That's what I do. Ooh, one of my favorite sections, some snacks and treats, dried fruit, that sort of section. So these are really good. This is a coconut and almond and sea salt. I don't care that it says keto or whatever. Like, it's just a really good dark chocolate. 15 servings, so there's actually 30. So it'd be 2 of these is 180 calories. But when you look at the ingredients, it's just dark chocolate, cocoa butter, cocoa powder, cane sugar, vanilla, organic coconut, almonds, and sea salt. So there isn't a whole lot going on in here. It kind of nips that craving because it's not like a milk chocolate that causes you to just keep craving more. So these are super yummy. My sister's fault that I'm buying these now. And then these I bought the last time, the Unreals. They also kind of nip that craving without a lot of ingredients. So make sure you check those out. These are the dirty sugars. They're so yummy though. So I just stick them in a jar. Caleb really likes them. If you put them in the refrigerator, the marshmallows get kind of firm. That might be something you like. Okay, I told you I was gonna make you a bread with the apricots, so we got those. And then I found these figs. I think they were $9 or $10 for 2.5 pounds of figs. And yeah, organic figs. That's the entire ingredient list on there. So yeah, those are going in the pantry for sure. And we're gonna be using those in some recipes really quickly. All right, we've made it full circle around the table. We use a ton of this. And then some hot stuff. So they eat Tabasco on almost every meal. So these were $5. So there's 4 of those to go in the long-term and the short-term pantry. Some tahini they use on fruits and vegetables. And then some Cholula hot sauce. So that's as far as the condiments go. Now I'm going to jump you over and show you what I got at the farmer's market. Okay, hopefully I kept you all through the little farmer's market rant earlier. But it is such a big, important deal. So we're not in our full season yet. So this is what I was able to get. I got some zucchinis, some Alaskan tomatoes, beautiful, some green beans, yummy, some lettuce. The lady gave me this fresh basil. I got these little purple onions, cucumbers, and I got a few plants. So a basil plant and 2 rosemaries. These are the things that I was telling you about. I've been buying from this lady since the first summer that Aaron and I even came up here to visit. So today's flavor of nectars I got was lemon. I'm just really craving that fresh citrus lemon with fish and other things. This one's weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's garlic. It's garlic nectar. So it's like honey and garlic combined. But I do think on the sweet and spicy salmon recipe that I have, that's basically like red pepper flakes, and then at the end you drizzle this sugar or syrup or honey or something like that on there, and it kind of crystallizes on the fish, and the combination of the sweet and savory is amazing. And I thought maybe the garlic would go really, really well. Or I may end up hating it. I don't know. It's going to be one or the other, and I'll let you know. So she does tea mixes. So this one is let's see, Pegasus. So it's fireweed, clover, rose, lavender, and heather. And then this is from a different vendor. This is the real Alaskan raw fireweed honey. So that is locally grown and harvested. Okay, so we have chagra mushrooms here in Alaska. I've never harvested them. This is like a dose of vitamins. So you put a little sprinkle of this. You can make a tea out of it. You can do a ton with this. So look into that. And then they made a new kind of combination. And this one is cayenne, elderberry, ginger, hibiscus, and turmeric. And that's kind of like a sprinkle of daily vitamins. So you put kind of those two together, make a tea out of it, or add it to your tea. Really, really good for helping keep the immune system up here in Alaska, especially in the winter time when the days are really short. So let's see. All right, I think that's it for my day. Thank you, those of you that stuck around to the end. If you are interested in more that we have going on our homestead, where we shop, what we do, how things are going, then hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications. When you give us thumbs up and you leave comments, all those things help our channel to grow, so we always ask that you do that. And I do hope you have a super blessed week. Stick around for a little bit. I have to get to putting all of this away now, and my family will be home soon. So I'm gonna get to work. You go have a super blessed week, and I will see you in the next video.